Hello students and welcome in the online session of class 7th science. I hope all are safe. I am very happy to meet you after the summer vacations. As you all know that due to the corona pandemic going on, the online sessions have to be continued. So let us continue with chapter number 4, that is heat. Okay. So let's have a quick look on the learning objectives today. So today we are going to discuss about the hot and cold objects, then how to measure the temperature, then clinical thermometers, laboratory thermometers, how to read the thermometer, and what precautions should be taken while reading the thermometer. Okay, so let's begin with first topic, that is hot and cold. Students, these words are not very new to you all. Okay, so here in the diagram also you can see one object is very cold and one object is very hot. Okay, so if the object is cold or hot, how can we find out? Okay, so very simple method is either you'll touch the object. Okay, by touching you can find out that whether the object is hot or cold. But every time you cannot touch the objects, as it could be dangerous for you. If the object is very hot and you are touching it with your hands, it could be dangerous for you. Fine. So, what is the other method by which we'll come to know that whether something is hot or cold? Okay. So, for that, we have a device which is called thermometers. I hope all are very aware of thermometers. We all have thermometers at our home. Okay. So, in our day to day life, we come across various objects. So, some objects are very hot, some are very cold. If I give you some examples of hot, then when we prepare tea, it is very hot. When you cook the vegetables, they are very hot. Okay. If you boil the water, if you boil the milk, they are very hot during that time. And if you take some examples of cold, then we eat ice creams. Objects which are kept in fridge are all cold in nature. Okay. So, this hot and cold, these are the terms which relate us with temperature. Means hotness and coldness, what they are telling us. Hotness and coldness are telling us about the temperature of the object. Okay, temperature. If the temperature goes high, then it is hot. If the temperature comes down, then it is cold. Okay, so how can we define temperature, students? The measure of degree of hotness or coldness. Degree of hotness or coldness, how much hot or how much cold the object is, that will decide its temperature. Okay, so the definition is the measure of degree of hotness or coldness of any substance is called its temperature. Okay, and we have a very helpful device which is used to measure the temperature of any substance, and that device is known as thermometer. Okay, now let's move on to the next slide. How to measure the temperature? Now we are saying that and if anything is hot or cold, that we can know by using the thermometers, and thermometers measure the temperature. So how the temperature is measured in the thermometers? Okay, let us try to understand this. So when we talk about thermometers, children, thermometers are of two types. Okay, one is clinical thermometer and the other one is laboratory thermometers. Okay, I repeat, the one is clinical thermometer and the other one is laboratory thermometers. Okay, now the thermometers that measure our body temperature, means the thermometers which are present at our homes and which we use to measure our body temperature, human body temperature. Those thermometers are called clinical thermometers. Okay. Now, a clinical thermometers and the other one which I have labeled here, laboratory thermometers. These are the thermometers which are used in the labs. Okay, to measure the temperature of different objects, to measure the temperature of any liquid, to measure the temperature of any solution. So those thermometers are called laboratory thermometers. Let us now have a look how they appear. Fine. So this one is the clinical thermometer, first one, and this second one, which is of yellow color, it is the laboratory thermometer. Fine. Here in the clinical thermometer, now this clinical thermometer consists of a long, narrow, uniform glass tube. That means the complete body of the clinical thermometer is made up of glass, okay, a long narrow glass. And children, you can see here in the diagram that this clinical thermometer has a bulb here. Okay, this part is known as the bulb. And you can see in this bulb part, a silver colored liquid is filled, that is mercury. Mercury is a metal in nature, and this metal is liquid at room temperature. So in the bulb of the thermometer, mercury metal, liquid mercury metal is filled. Okay. Now this one is the long narrow tube which is made up of glass. And on this thermometer you can find some of the markings here which we'll discuss later. These are the markings which help us in taking the temperature. Okay. Now here you can see a red color knob like structure. Now this is known as kink. It is a very useful and helpful part in the thermometer. It has a very important role. Okay. And this kink helps. Now when we measure the temperature of our body, what happens? This mercury starts moving up. If the temperature is high, this liquid mercury starts moving from the bulb and come in this narrow tube. Okay. Now as soon as, what this kink do, when we are taking the temperatures, if you take out the thermometer from your body, then also you can read the temperature for a long time. Okay, for 5 minutes the temperature it will show on the thermometer. This is with the help of this kink. What happens when we take the temperature? This mercury will move up. Okay, so the mercury should not fall down again in the bulb, and this mercury will be stopped with the help of this kink. Fine. So what is the function of this kink? This kink help in the sudden fall of the mercury from this narrow tube to the bulb of the thermometer. And because of this, we can easily read the readings of the temperature on the thermometer. Okay. I repeat again what the kink does. This kink will stop the sudden fall of the mercury back to the bulb of the thermometer. And because of this we can easily read the temperature, we can easily note the temperature on the thermometers. So the thermometer has a bulb in which mercury is filled, then it has a long narrow tube which is made up of glass, then the thermometer has some markings on it on which some numbers are also labeled, that we'll discuss in the next slides. And this one is the laboratory thermometers. Okay, here also one bulb is there, but it is very long and very narrow according to the, if we compare it with clinical thermometers. Okay, they have also markings on them, and these markings will also help to take the readings of the temperature of the substances. Okay, now moving on to the next slide. Now how to measure the temperature? See, the scale in which the temperature is measured, we know, whenever we measure something, if we have to measure length, if we have to measure weight, we use some units like 1 kg, 1 liter, meter, centimeters. These are all units. So when we measure the temperature, one scale is used, and the scale are of two types. One is Celsius scale and the other one is Fahrenheit scale. Okay, they are shown by, you can see here, degree C means degree Celsius, and this is degree Fahrenheit. F is showing Fahrenheit scale. Okay, so at home, the clinical thermometers which we are using, we generally use this degree Fahrenheit scale. Okay. In some of the thermometers, you will find this degree Celsius scale also. Fine. Now, you can see here on the degree Fahrenheit side, the marking starts from 20. Okay, minus 20. Minus 20, then 0, then 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and in center of this it is 90, means they have 10 small divisions in between. Okay, and if you see degree Celsius side, then you have here 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 degrees Celsius, like this temperature. Okay, so the clinical thermometer reads from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degree Celsius. Okay, so clinical thermometer in degree Celsius scale, it reads from 35 degree to 42 degree Celsius. In between these it can read the temperatures, and the normal human body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. Fine. What is the normal human body temperature? It is 37 degree Celsius. And if we talk in Fahrenheit scale, then the normal temperature of human body is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Fine. You might have observed at your home that if the temperature raises from 98.6, if it comes to 99 or 100, then you means what is the conclusion then? That the person has fever. Fine. 100, 101. That 100, is not in degree Celsius. Water boils at 100 degree Celsius. Fine. So if you are taking in Celsius scale, then 37 degree Celsius is the normal body temperature. But if you are taking in degree Fahrenheit scale, then 98.6 degree Fahrenheit is the normal human body temperature. Okay, so these are the two different scales. Now, let us understand how to use the thermometer and how to read it. So the first step is wash the thermometer with antiseptic solution. Fine. Because we have to keep the thermometer in our mouth, so it should be well washed and well cleaned. So always wash the thermometer with antiseptic solutions. Children, the manual thermometers which have a mercury bulb and the mercury raises in the narrow tube, they are the manual ones. They can be washed. But nowadays you can see at every house you will find digital thermometers. Okay, digital thermometers directly give you the readings. You cannot see the mercury going up and mercury coming down like that. But now it is digital, means it directly shows the numbers on it. So that digital thermometers cannot be washed. Okay, they are electrical, so they if you wash it with water or any antiseptic solution, they will be damaged. Okay, so washing of the thermometer is only of the manual thermometers, okay, which have the mercury moving up the narrow, which I have shown you. That one can be only washed. Now, so first is wash the thermometers. Then second, hold it firmly and give it a few jerks. Before using it, you have seen at your homes or your elders doing this activity. Before using the thermometers, what they do, they give them a few jerk. They shake the thermometers, okay? Because if the mercury is in the narrow glass tube upside, it will come down in the bulb again. And remember, there is a kink in between which stops the flow of mercury back to the bulb. So few jerks have to be given so that all the mercury comes back to the bulb. Now, so what these jerks will do? The jerks will give the level of mercury down. All the mercury will come down in the bulb. Now ensure that it falls below 35 degrees Celsius. That means the mercury should be below 35 degrees Celsius because thermometer will measure the temperature in between 35 and 42 degrees Celsius. Now place the bulb of thermometer under your tongue. Now how to hold the thermometer? When you put it in your mouth, the bulb of the thermometer should be below the tongue. And hold it for a minute, and after a minute take the thermometer out and note the temperature. Okay, you will see that the mercury will rise in the narrow glass tube, and the point up to which the mercury will raise, the last level you have to read, that will be the noting or the reading of the temperature. Okay, so now you can see in the picture here also, the girl is reading the thermometer here, and very important that while reading, keep the thermometer parallel to the eyes, right? Like how the girl is using the thermometer, keep the thermometer parallel to your eyes so that the correct readings can be seen. If you'll hold it down and if your neck is up and now you are reading, then it might be possible that you will take the wrong reading. Now moving on to the next slide, let us discuss some precautions while reading thermometers. What precautions means what steps we should keep in mind while using the thermometers. Okay, now thermometer should be washed after and before use. Every time before use and after using the thermometer, it should be washed to remove the germs. Okay, and then next time when the another person will use it, should be neat and clean. So before and after using it should be washed away. Then ensure that mercury level is below 35 degrees Celsius. Means before using it, we have to ensure that all the mercury has gone down in the bulb and it is below 35 degree. Now, do not hold the thermometer by bulb while reading it. We have not to touch the bulb of the thermometer, fine, because it can damage the bulb, and mercury is a metal which mercury is a very very poisonous metal. Okay, if it will break, if the bulb breaks, suppose you are keeping it in your mouth and you chewed the bulb or something like that, so what will happen, that mercury is a very poisonous metal. If it comes in contact with your skin, it can penetrate inside and it can be fatal for your body. It can cause death also. Okay, so do not hold the thermometer, never hold the thermometer by the bulb. Then hold the thermometer with care because it is made up of glass, so it should be definitely it should be hold with the care. Then read the thermometer keeping the level of the mercury along a line of sight. That means always hold the thermometer parallel to your eyes and then read the thermometer. Okay, now let's move on to the next slide. There is one question. Is the body temperature of every person 37 degrees Celsius? Means if we take the temperature of a normal person, every time will it be 37? Because 37 degrees Celsius is the normal human body temperature, but every time every person's will be 37 or what? So the answer is no. It could be slightly lower or slightly higher. Sometimes if you'll measure your temperature could be 36.5, or it could be 36.7, or it could be 37.5. Okay, and it varies with person to person. It varies from person to person. Okay, if you have suppose 35.5 and your friend is having 37.5, so it can happen. So the temperature will vary slightly lower or higher than 37. Okay, then let us read some important notes here. That the clinical thermometer measures only human temperature. Clinical thermometers cannot be used to measure the temperature of hot water or to measure the temperature of a cold ice cream. Okay, so clinical is only used to measure human body temperature. Okay, the temperature never goes below 35 degrees Celsius. Our human body temperature never goes below 35 and never goes above 42 degrees Celsius. That's why clinical thermometers always measure the temperature between 35 and 42 degree Celsius. Okay, now let us discuss some definitions which we have already discussed. So temperature. Temperature is again what? The measure of degree of hotness or coldness of the substance. It is the degree, it is the measure which tells us how much hot or how much cold the substance is. Okay. Then thermometer. Thermometer is the device which is used to measure the temperature of any substance. Okay. If it is human body, then clinical thermometers will be used. If it is any other substance, then we can use the laboratory thermometers. Then, what is clinical thermometer? Thermometer that measures the human body temperature is called clinical thermometers. I hope these small concepts are clear to you all. Okay, now let us summarize what we have done today. So we understood what is hot, what is cold, what is temperature, what is thermometer, what is clinical, what is laboratory thermometer, then how to hold the thermometer, how to read the thermometer, what precautions should be taken while using thermometers, and then some of the definitions we have discussed. Okay, so that's all for today's session. Students, if you have books, just go through the lesson, and if not, then please watch the videos completely. You can read the concepts given on the slides. Fine. Okay. For today, that much only. We'll meet in the next session. Okay. That's all. Thank you.